What's up, guys? Just getting back to you. So last time we checked in, I was in Colorado, and now I'm back here in Washington. And I actually picked up a recent purchase. I've got a 5.3 engine block right here. Just picked up from the machine shop. I gotta clean up the crank. The crank is pretty rough. I'm hoping I can save it, but who knows? And then I'm looking at my new project right here. I'll flip the camera in just a sec, and I'll show you guys what it is. Now, if you guys have seen my Instagram, I actually bought this a couple months ago, but here she is. She's a 98 Camaro Z28. The interior on this is beautifully clean. Don't know if you guys can see that, but B&F shifter. It's got a TH400. All the goodies, really. And then right now I'm just basically in the process of getting all the wiring figured out, because that was a mess, and then taking the motor apart and then getting her ready to get put back in. But obviously she's been sitting for a bit, so it'll be fun. Take two on pulling this motor out, and hopefully these bolts will fit better than the other bolts. All right, I think we're ready to get the block out and onto the stand, so we're gonna do that. All right, let's pull her out. Now we're just gonna try and get this on the stand, and she should be good to go after that. Now that we got the motor on the stand, I'm just gonna do a quick little, just a nice little lubing of all the cylinders with some, I got some 10W30 here, and we're just gonna put her in and just kind of, I guess, oil it up. And I'll wrap this engine up with a bag once I'm done. My plan for tonight is I'm just gonna try and salvage that crank. So I'm gonna run a little hot tank on her tonight. Take her out maybe about 4 or 5 hours afterwards and just, you know, kind of scrub away some of the stuff that I can't get off with the hot tank. Just to see if I can save her. If not, worst case scenario, I'll throw like an LS1 crank or something in her and call it a day, or an LS6 crank. I think those, I was reading up on those, and those look like they do fine, but something like that. Worst case scenario. But other than that, everything else seemed fine, no issues, and yeah. Guys, so what I've been working on for the past couple of days since this engine video was I'm doing like a hot tank with all the internal stuff of the engine. So right here, this has been sitting for about give or so 11 hours, and I'll show you guys the results. So you can see how like nasty this water is, but let me grab one of the pistons or maybe a crank or something out, and we'll see what we can grab. Let's see. This feels like a piston. Yeah. Alright, look at that. Look how clean that came up. I mean, I still gotta scrub the dirt and shit out from that, but a lot better than what it originally looked like. Look how clean that is. But yeah, I'm gonna go after this stuff with a brush tomorrow morning and clean it all up. But I mean, you can kind of see I've got the heating element right here, and it's working. You can see kind of that, all that shit in the water, kind of like moving around and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna let it sit here for a day, and we'll see how she looks in the morning. All right. Cleaned up really well. Just gotta scrub some of this shit off, and we'll be good to go. So right here, I've got piston number one. Yeah, piston number one. Cleaned up really well. I'm gonna get to getting the rest of these guys out. I've got both timing covers. They're just kind of just laying there. I got the crank and the rest of the 7 pistons in here. So let's get started.
I don't know where all my scoopers go.
Yeah, and that. Yeah, the green one. That's where I keep all the fiber shit.
All right, so now that we've got this crank's pretty much clean. I'm gonna rub it down with some oil, throw it in a bag, seal it up, and then just get it ready to go to the Camaro. Or at least, get in storage with the Camaro. And then I'm gonna clean up the rest of these pistons. This one turned out really good, actually. All I gotta do is just put some oil on it. And then as far as the rest of the 7 of them go, they're still in the tank. I gotta pull them out and then do the same ordeal. So we'll get to it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Hold on. This is all done. It's all lived up. I'm gonna bag her up and then tie it off. Hopefully this should be good until I get the heads and the piston rings ready to go. Like I said in the last one, I'm gonna get started on these pistons. Right here I've got piston 1, I believe. Yeah, so I've got it marked 1. Just put some oil on her, make sure she's all good. And what I'll do is just rub it in.
Just get every part of it really just coated. Don't need too much, just a nice light coat, really. I'm gonna do this for all 8 cylinders, so I'll probably cover this and speed it up or something, but yeah.
What I'm doing right now is just making sure these guys are dry coming from the tank. And I'm just letting them sit here. So this is where I'm placing these pistons just to dry. Let them sit there for a bit. And then once it's done, I'll oil them up and put them in this bag. Like I said, the crank's all done. Got a couple more items to get out of this tank. So we'll see. This is like bobbing for apples, but you're bobbing for pistons. It's the last one. Shit off real quick. I'm gonna finish up this oil, and then we should be good to go after that. Y'all probably aren't even able to see me right now, but yeah, I'm just getting this all lubed up, ready to go. So I've got cranks all good. Sorry. Cranks all good. Pistons are good to go. Got all these miscellaneous bolts. I got a journal bearing right there. I'm gonna clean all these up. I'm just gonna throw them in a Ziploc, put some oil in them. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up, clean this, and then we'll go back to the storage unit. And it's always a fun deal when I get a Jegs box in the mail, so open this bad boy up real quick. So what I have in here, I've got the Melling oil pump for my LS motor. I've got a couple of bolts, and then I've got my reverse manual valve body for my TH400. That should be it. Yeah. But thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you tune in for the next one. Bye.